Hey, Dan, how's it going?
Hi.
Could you kind of just identify a high from this season and a low from this season, or the last year or so?
Yeah. Definitely a high was last week winning the Big Ten championship. That was really awesome for us, especially after just all the sacrifice and hard days that really did come with this season. And a low was just kind of that. There was definitely days that I'm walking outside and I see a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a year, and we used to be really close, and as someone who is just a people person, really values relationships, that really struck me hard, and just like, wow, like here's a person that I spent a lot of time with when like my first couple of years here, and like now they look different. And that there was a moment in time when like I struggled a lot with that, but you also have to keep in perspective that, these are the sacrifices we have to make to be able to reach our goals and our dreams. So definitely a trade-off. But I guess on the volleyball court, um, there was definitely like some struggles and some things we had to work through in terms of, getting to where we wanted to be, making sure we were playing at a level we want to be playing at. Um, so yeah, I just think that in a sense it was kind of a normal year. You kind of go through those highs and lows, but um, yeah, a definite high was winning the Big Ten championship, and then I just think that there were some low days.
Dennis?
Hi, Dana. Your last experience with this tournament, it seems like ages ago now, but it was the most recent. Um, had a lot of success and it kind of ended with a thud. How does that carry over to this point? Does it motivate? Does it drive you? Do you block it out? Does it seem like a lifetime ago?
Yeah, obviously that was a long time ago, but I don't think it is ever left to any of our minds. It's definitely something that um, we have been able to sit on for a very long time now, and it really is motivation for this tournament. And we're really excited to get that opportunity back, because we were so close last year. Um, just didn't close it out. So this year, I think we're going in with that same confidence we went in last year, and we're just ready to play some good volleyball and to win games.
Anyone else for Dana? Oh, Emily again.
Yeah, just a quick one. Who do you think your team has kind of leaned on most this season, whether it's your coach or one of the players?
I really don't know if it's a specific person. I know that's like, it sounds kind of cliche, but like we really have all had to lean on each other in ways that like we'd never had to before. And I think that just kind of comes with, the environment that we're in. Um, I know Sydney kind of touched on this a little bit, but like we're not really able to see our parents and to see boyfriends if you have boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. It's it really has been a team effort to make sure that we're not only really hard on each other on the volleyball court to bring out the best in each other, but to make sure that we're all in a good space and that we're able to, still work towards that goal of winning a national championship. So I definitely have grown closer with a lot of my teammates. Definitely my roommates, been spending a lot of time with them. But yeah, I really do think that it's been a team effort. The coaches have been great throughout the whole process and really great about checking in and doing stuff like that. So they're in the trenches with us right now, following all the same rules and doing all of that. So yeah.
Zach?
Dana, with all the stopping and, think you're going to play, then you don't get to play. And then, you playing 2-3 matches in the last 8 weeks or whatever it is. Does it feel like it's time for the NCAA tournament? And how do you kind of flip that switch where it's like now every game, really matters? If you lose, you're done.
Yeah, I would definitely say yes and no, just because like the amount of games you played in the Big Ten was pretty small. relative to a normal season. It kind of was like when we played Michigan, when it was over, I was like, oh wait, like it's tournament time, like let's go. But at the same time, like we're ready to go, and we're really excited for this opportunity, just to be able to like go out and play teams out of conference, which is something that we haven't been able to do this year. And it's definitely a higher stake situation, but our training has definitely put us in a spot to handle that, and we're just gonna rely on the training that we've had so far, and I think we'll be golden.
Emily?
Just one more quick one. I know that while you guys are in Omaha, you're going to have kind of a lot of downtime, a lot of waiting around, especially those first few days while you're quarantining. What does your team do in downtime? What do you think you guys are going to do with some free time that you have there?
Yeah, well, definitely school. That's not going to stop for the NCAA tournament, unfortunately. But definitely keeping up with that. But I just think that this is also a time that we're able to have fun. I mean, we're all going to be in the same hotel and being around each other. And I definitely have some stuff. I gave Bianca, who's our media person, some fun things to kind of content produce with, so hopefully we'll be kind of working with that kind of stuff, which I'm pretty excited about. And probably just hanging out, watching some TV shows together, maybe. Not really sure how much contact we can have with each other, but I'm sure it'll be a fair amount. So lots of coloring, chatting, recovery, stuff like that.
Anything else for Dana? All right. Thank you, Dana.
Thanks.